From the liberal Northeast comes a lone voice of truth. Honest commentary in dishonest times. Think deeper with Juan Newsom. This is the Cure Radio Program. This is the Cure.
Hey folks, Juan Newsom, Cure Radio Show. Let's dive straight in. RNC Convention. It's a pretty good convention overall. Trump gave a good speech. Gotta give it to him. He hit a home run. He nailed it. Of course, Mike Pence also gave a very good speech. Very good speech. Very clear. He's definitely going to add balance to that ticket. He has a good record anyway. Great governor. He was a congressman. Republican leadership like him. He has a lot of knowledge. I think he was a good pick. He was probably the best pick. I underestimated it at first, like most people, but I really believe Mike Pence will bring something to value, especially if they're elected. A lot of people miss Mike Pence's speech because the news of the day was Ted Cruz and his speech. Folks, a lot of you guys, you have to understand something about Cruz. Cruz is the most anti-establishment candidate that we've seen since Ronald Reagan. Bar none. He came in when he was elected, his first election in the Senate against David Dewhurst. David Dewhurst is an entrenched GOP establishment, big donor connected Republican. Cruz went in there, did a grassroots campaign on a shoestring budget, being outspent 3-1, and pulled it off. It was a huge upset. That's Cruz. He's against the grain, and he's against the grain for a good reason. I've never seen him take a position on an issue where he didn't have even positions that I've disagreed with him on, where he didn't have some type of meaning for his position on that issue. So people just that was the best pro-liberty speech I've seen in a long time, and I didn't view it as an opportunity for him. And that was a great speech in which he advanced the true party platform. He advanced liberty. There were 30 million people watching, and I imagine that was a good opportunity to present what the party's platform really is. Trump supporters, they were so busy looking for the endorsement that the content of the speech fell to the wayside. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. You Trump supporters, let me just get this straight, because I'm throwing in with Trump for this election. We have no choice. As much as I disagree with Trump, Hillary Clinton is a disaster. There's a lot of things that I do agree with in terms of Donald Trump's policy agenda and how he is willing to approach some of these issues. But you guys got to stop with the double standard. You lose credibility with the double standard. You want Cruz to apologize for the whole wives thing, but you don't want Trump to apologize. If Cruz would have won the nomination, most of you wouldn't have voted for Cruz. Yet, Cruz is supposed to turn around and endorse Trump after his wife has been dragged through the mud on Twitter, after his father has been accused of having a connection with Lee Harvey Oswald, after being published in the National Enquirer speculation on infidelity by one of Donald Trump's friends. He's supposed to somehow overcome all of that and endorse Trump. He didn't endorse him because he lost the nomination. He's not endorsing the character. And in that speech, he agreed with Trump on a lot of issues. I don't know if you guys may want to go back and rewind that. He agreed with him on key issues, congratulated Trump, spoke very positively, didn't say anything negative. He endorsed the party. You know he's not going to go vote for Hillary. You know that. So, folks, bottom line, your guy won. Try to be happy about it. I mean, it's just so much division right now. Stop worrying about Cruz's future. That district isn't going to oust Cruz, folks. Cruz is the perfect example of send your neighbor to Washington. He meets with his constituents constantly. When he's in his home office, he's in touch. He's a constitutionalist. He's a brass knuckles conservative. He's not going anywhere in that district. So get over it. Trump can spend $1 billion on anti-Cruz super PAC, and he's not going anywhere. Now, on to most important stuff. This will be a quickie. Obama had some comments in regards to Trump's speech. The whole media, the repeat media, because it seems as one person in a dark room somewhere writing a script for everyone. They're all referring to Trump's dark speech. I'm trying to figure out what's so dark about Trump's speech. I mean, what's so dark about creating new jobs and having economic growth and prosperity? What's so dark about building a border wall so that U.S. citizens can feel safe and secure in their homes and their schools? What's so dark about protecting us from ISIS? Screening Syrian refugees, in which we're flying over here not knowing who they are and where exactly they come from. What's so dark about that? What's so dark about putting America first? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So, of course, Obama's got an issue. Bottom line, folks, Trump has a good chance of winning. That's why they keep him and Hillary and whoever else keeps responding, not only to his words, but things that he do. And they're worried, folks. They wouldn't say anything if they weren't. Also, each opportunity that they have to do so, to speak, is an opportunity to advance their own agenda. Folks, here's the brass tacks. 70%. Well, let's say, maybe that's too much. Let's say 65. 65% of what Obama has done since being in office have been through executive order. Been through executive order, not going through Congress, from his illegal actions on immigration. All the painful regulations, especially in the energy sector, especially for U.S. coal, and other unlawful actions. Executive order, folks, executive orders can be overturned. I mean, by the time they have let's say Trump wins, they have the ceremony, the swearing in, and then there's the walk to Marine One, both of the parties, the incoming administration and the outgoing, and they walk Obama, Michelle, and the girls to Marine One, and then they fly off, go to the airfield and get on Air Force One, and then they land in Hawaii, folks. By the time Obama lands in Hawaii an hour or so later, a good chunk of what he's done can be erased via executive order by a sworn in President Trump. That's what it's all about, folks. They're worried That's why they want Hillary in there, so they can cement. Things can be undone. And this is an easy one. I don't trust Trump on a lot of things, but I trust him with these regulations. This is an easy one. He's been talking about it for years, even before, wanted to be president. This is a very easy thing to do. Obamacare and other stuff that's been passed through Congress, not so much, but that's an easy one. Obama's agenda can be partially, halfway dismantled the first day in office. So that's why, folks, that's why Obama and Hillary keeps mentioning Trump. That's why Obama is always Trump is really living rent free in his head.
This is The Cure.